Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Nigga mad back, this ain't regular size. You really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the nuts. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't fall. We call them toxic cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cash, money, cash, I took the Billy Cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver.
Wow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the New Orleans Saints. On the Titans sideline, head coach Brian Callahan. These guys desperately trying to get in the win column. Losers of 5 straight to start the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, They're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Saints had a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. No, no.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday. Anything can happen in this league.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Check, Panther. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
The Titans offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now it's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Darnold. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This defense for the Saints, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Oh, my goodness.
You look at the Saints defense against the pass. They're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Titans first down.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Darnold. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Only a yard there. Snipped out well defensively and brings up 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Pulled in at the 24. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Turn his TV off, 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 turn his TV off. Ain't no other king in his rap thing, Nick siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They give up the middle to Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ready, set.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Saints first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
60 Bobcat.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 19, Panther 60, Panther 60. Chop alert. Ready?
Up the middle, Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
70, 19, 18. Rattler. Hey, Ready?
Now back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about the show put out by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He completes it right side away. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hall again. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. To throw is Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 7. First down, Titans.
Here's Darnold. That's complete to Mooney. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Second and 7. At the same 10-yard line.
To the air again, Darnold. McKinnon here, it's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's 3rd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Darnold. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see a franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They get this out quickly to the left side. He cannot wriggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down. Positive. Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
At the 15-yard line.
So all zeros at the half. Time for our halftime report. Here's our buddy Scott Hanson.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the Tampa Bay defense coming up with the big play here. This in the late stages, game on the line, they force the turnover, and it's celebration time. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Cleveland Browns. And this is Lamar Jackson. The throw, the catch, and a 39-yard touchdown pass. The Ravens improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles hosting the Washington Commanders. And here's the running back for the visiting team. Looking for a hole, finds one, and he hits the turbo. The Commanders walk it off. They win in overtime. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has done much to speak of. Nothing is our score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
10 yards on the pickup.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
60 by.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a 42-yard line here. Brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
19, check, roll. Ready.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
60 average, 60, here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 3.
Get it. 60 by 19. 18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 6.
Viking, 18, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Come on, come on. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Rig alert, rig alert. Go.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 4th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. One after try forthcoming. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Shifts by him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
First down, Tennessee.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
Once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short one caught by Logan. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. over on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2nd and 7.
18, five in, 2. Pass all 80. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Okay, break.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
70 Timberwolves. 19, 18.
Again, it's Johnson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
70 Lions, 70 Timberwolves.
Johnson on the run. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Check. Big Lion. Ready.
On third down, Johnson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. They'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good. And they will extend their lead even further. So that's CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Titans first down.
Darnold from the gun. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Darnold. There's Mooney with another catch. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's Darnold.
26-yard line.
That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal, Tennessee.
They'll run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down
from back at the 4. Here's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Saints' 4-yard line.
Ball again. And good work there defensively. He's able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So here are the Saints to take over. And remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. Looking to put a drive together.
65 catch. Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Ready? Tight press on 80. Dragon 60. Ready?
And second and 10. He'll look to throw again. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 7. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off of play action, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go. This is 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
Shallow. Why do you take him out of that? He's right there. He just never makes the play.
Darnold to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making the play there.
Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Now Darnold. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Let's go now.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he goes out right around the 39.
Can't go out of bounds there, brother.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready, check.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Yeah, really with the, I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drink.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for New Orleans, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.